Thanks, Dolly. You got a sexy voice as well.
Dolly, who's that?
Whoever picks the better palette is who I'm rooting for. This is not non-biased commentary.
Level 7 Pidgey.
Saves him back some time. And Minster having the internet issues again, being stuck on the door as it looks like. Let's hope he's coming back soon.
The center is important if you're not getting the Mega Punch TM, because you expend all of your Horn Attack PP on Route 3, so you need to get it back.
So I got a little bit unlucky with the encounters there. I'd say a good. Where's Stepper going?
Going to PC.
going to the wrong.
Oh, it needs Magikarp, man.
Yeah, maybe.
Falling behind again because he killed the Spearow, but at least he got some experience.
What is Legend doing?
I don't know.
Legend is walking. What? Wait, what? Legend is.
I don't know. Maybe something broke on his end.
I have the
His
feeling
gamepad, his keyboard.
he's walking down.
Something happened.
Wait, he can't stop walking down.
Maybe some button of his gamepad is stuck or something like that.
Okay, it's fixed.
If he's playing on emulator, maybe pressing some wrong buttons on emulator on Windows 10 actually makes the Windows game thing show up on your emulator, so you walk the direction you inputted and then you have to close the window that showed up. That actually happened to me quite sometimes, and maybe that's what happened to Legend Eater as well.
We'll give shoutouts to DailyLeaf for making the Raid Helper program, which is what everyone used to find out their Nidoran stats before manipulation happened, and which is what I presume was used to find out RPG Godfather's stats for this race.
That's what I was using, so yes. Alright, so RPG Godfather had 19 defense at level 14, so his DVs are 15 HP, 15 attack, 7 defense, 9 speed, and 11 special.
Besides outspeeding Misty, I honestly don't think you could ask for much more in a race Nidoran.
Referring to chat, the big hurdles of learning this game are basically knowing stuff. Like, it basically comes down to knowing what to do in every single situation. And because many fights and many situations can differ a lot in the outcomes, because there are different moves Pokemon can use and different ranges the damage can have, there are quite some different plays you can do. So it was worse in the earlier days of speedrunning Pokemon, but it still mostly comes down to knowledge, and there's still a huge part of execution, of course, but knowledge is really power in Pokemon speedruns, and that's the most important thing to start with, knowing what to do.
Legend is doing his early flyer, his early Paris minute, which you normally do with Mega Punch, but you can also do it if you do one effect.
Time for the Thunder Tower. Daily's favorite place.
Promo Stroll finished with the fly menu, and now he gets to go and try and hit some rock slides, which is not an easy task.
As Snorms can tell you.
And now Hammer is being your chat moderator and your chat commentator for this race up until the point his internet returns.
Okay, I'm back.
Well, that was fast.
Yeah, so Ghost hopes for a bit of luck there. Or maybe doesn't realize the risks he's taking.
15, whatever. I'm bad at calculating stuff.
Yes, so Deacon getting into the fly menu now, while Gunner is already fighting Tower Rival, getting crit by Pidgeotto.
Which puts him back into Red Bar, and he is Thunderbolting both. Most likely he will just potion on Growlithe at this point, because Growlithe can't kill him with a Hyrule Bite or a crit. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot he's on Bliss Strat, so he doesn't need accuracy. Sorry guys, it's my fault. He can just go for 2 Thunderbolts, Bubble Beam, and Thrash afterwards. But
was thinking about what to do there for a
a
second.
Wine Whip
but
crit from Ivysaur can still kill him. Usually
does crit the Ivysaur.
but he
Beautiful.
just crits it.
Shiro is fighting us way here with 1 HP.
That's true. Deacon could catch up here, so we'll see how this fight goes. Tries to use the
And-
Super Repel on Pidgeotto.
Doesn't work.
Unfortunately.
Divine took the lead. They're still extremely close. Oh, and Crushwood gets hit out. That's not good.
Yeah, but
Well,
it's fine. It's after shopping, so it won't affect his money. This is definitely
Yeah.
going to be a blow to his time. Because he's
Definitely.
going to have to take the death here.
That sucks. Damn, they were so close as well. Crushwood can definitely still come back and win this, but it's definitely going to be a bit more of a challenge for him. But damn, that sucks though. But yeah, Crushwood is only slightly behind because I think Divine's menuing seem to be slightly stronger than Crushwood's in this case.
So now every additional turn in a fight can change the lead. And the bomb still with red bar. So we will catch up here. Will we see a lead change here? We see one. The level up took a bit longer for Araya. Lead change during the Lavender Tower Ralph fight. So we've seen what a big difference the red bar can make.
Well, and he's still in red bar, which also means he can die to Nightshade from a Ghastly if he misses.
Yeah, I think we need to let Gunner know that he's not Daily Leaf at this point. Hopefully.
Yeah, he should definitely.
Both of the players should skip out on being Daily Leaf today, especially
being
on
Daily
11
Leaf is a
HP.
bad option. I mean, if Gunner is Daily Leaf though, Deacon can catch up, making the race more interesting again. He has the possibility of dying here, mostly on this fight, because he still has red buff for this fight and doesn't get the heal pad yet. Oh, I jinxed it. He missed. But he only gets Drake, not Nightshade. He's fine.
Ooh, Snorm's getting some trouble with his Ghastly. Misses a Rock Slide and gets paralyzed. Does get his Rock Slide off after all. I mean, there is a heal point coming up, so it won't be too big a deal, but that could have potentially caused some more problems. Luckily, he seems to be getting away with it fairly well here.
If you have Ice Beam, right?
So you can teach Horn Drill over Bubble Beam as opposed to waiting and teaching it over Rock Slide. Stefan is fully paralyzed. Stefan is confused. Stefan hurt himself in confusion.
Not looking good.
Stefan is miserable, I would imagine.
So
Jeez,
I'm guessing that
calm
he just got the miss on Rock Slide there.
I'm not
Most
a
likely.
fan of this. That's a really risky full restore. I think I prefer just going for it. He does, because by using your full restore there, if you get paralyzed by any of the other Ghastlies, you have to make the Walk of Shame back to the heal pad. He hits this one. It's like pretty. I guess he's like confused. If he hurt himself in confusion and got Nightshade, he would have died. But I think that's risky. I don't know. It's a tough call.
Yeah, definitely. And playing it safe, but may turn out to be not a very good thing.
This isn't normally relevant in runs because we don't level that early. But if I was going for the safety save on this person, I don't blame him.
That is where you level in yellow, but not red.
So 24 out of 110 is not good enough. So it's partially out. Not even close, really.
How can you be partially out of red bar?
I didn't say partially, I just said it was a little bit off, man.
Does
Red
level
bar
up to
hard.
the first Ghastly. Come on,
Does
Rock
miss
Slide
it.
miss and a
Back
Nightshade.
into red bar.
Yes!
Back into red bar.
No!
now.
It was almost a profit.
Interesting, he is saving before the Ghastlies.
Which is reasonable. I'm doing that as well. Most of the time I have red bar because, I mean, if you miss a rock slide, it would lose a lot
Yeah.
of time in saving this.
And the
An
lick
option at
lick
this
into
point.
paralyzed as well. It's pretty annoying.
I mean, he is on, and it paid off. He gets a Nightshade, and
Yeah.
from this Ghastly Nightshade,
Wow.
it's 23 damage because Ghastly is on level 23. Well, and good thing he
Again.
saved.
Yeah, but
Um,
again, Kion is saving time with this.
He
Legend.
didn't think about
Oh.
putting up
Super
Super
Repel.
Repel.
Yeah.
Because when you die and reset, your Super Repel isn't active anymore, which means you have to set up a Super Repel again, using up an extra Super Repel to die this spot.
Yep.
You could just use it now and save one later, for example, when he's picking up the rare candy, for example.
Does not save. So we could be seeing a Ghastly if he does miss Rock Slide into Nightshade. Which would make the race a lot closer. And
Oh, does he use
the Bubble Beam drops an input. And I believe still has no slays to switch out to. So one more hit in Confusion or Lick. He's going for the Force Door. Definitely a safe play at that HP. Will not be dying to this fight now, but can lose a lot of time. Snapping out of
This
Confusion.
is Rock
and missing.
Slide. Oh no.
Not how you want this fight to go.
No, this is
It's
the stuff of
paralyzed.
nightmares.
And does give this Ghastly a turnaround as he is slower. Does not get confused here though, so he should be okay here. And it's the worst one.
He got the Vine Whip from Ivysaur, not that it really impacts his ability to survive the Ghastlies at all. Just means he'll be in red bar for them.
Yeah, it definitely increases it by some amount. Probably, I'm not sure. He's probably dead to some like confused race scenarios now that he wouldn't have been dead to otherwise.
We'll see what he does. He is doing absolutely nothing, going straight in. So,
He's on the chant "I'm not Daily Leaf" strategy.
yes. He is not Daily Leaf, hopefully. It serves no real benefit to anyone if he is.
Alright, nailed it.
He still might be Daily Leaf later, but he's not Daily Leaf where it counts.
Yeah. So it does not feel good to get paralyzed after the heal pad. It feels better than dying.
Luckily, he has his Paris.
Yeah, Paris can kill the Ghastlies. 5 hours later.
It's actually a 2-shot, which is pretty fast.
Yeah, Dig is a 2-shot. Right?
100%.
Dig.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've seen
Potion,
a
you were
level
right.
8 Paris take down a Ghastly before.
Yeah, it's still only like 3 digs, but you prefer to have a level
Yeah,
10 or
so
12,
he does
so it's
potion.
probably 2.
I think potioning there is better than saving. Saving there's pretty miserable.
Yeah, you gotta burn an extra repel if you do have to use that save, so...
Plus, you're not guaranteed to get it on the second attempt. He does miss the Nightshade.
And if he potions, he's not on good health anymore. He still doesn't survive a Nightshade, so yeah, he just has to risk it from here.
Nope. Just don't be Daily Leaf, it's easy. See?
Not Daily Leaf. Well, he was already Daily Leaf, but...
No, don't you have to die to the Gaslight to be Daily Leaf? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know how that exactly works. I don't think anyone has a nickname for missing and still living. Regardless, he is through the Gaslight. A little bit
I can think of one. It's called Lucky something that I can't utter on the PG-13 stream.
So we see Gunner here. What happens with Rock Slide? Does not miss.
He's on 21 HP and he will also this point. Kinda
we call. Oh my god. Oh, we jinxed.
Looks like we jinxed it again, Kylo.
Oh my god. Oh god.
And what he can do now is swap to Paris, and Paris can actually kill the Gaslies with Dig if he gets lucky enough.
And the Nightshade again.
Paris will survive
though.
On 2 HP.
The clutch does get the lead. Gunner out of it here. And Deacon in the lead again.
From what I see, Gunner didn't save, so Gunner has to do the thing again.
Yeah, Gunner didn't save, so he has to do the whole tower again.
And I hope everybody remembers Poke Guy in front of his race. People actually save for this fight, lol. Yep, would have saved a lot of time here. Wasn't a mistake. It's not that likely.
I'm really thinking we should just shut up. Like, we're jinxing it.
Yeah, we're jinxing it a lot.
And a Rock Slide miss. And a death from Dabum. So let's see if Paris can kill the Ghastly with a dig. Araya hits. Was a miss. And the Paris is dead for the bomb. So I think he will go for the fate here now. So another lead change, Araya through the fight. Cause his Rock Slides hit. And the bomb blacked out. And has to fly back to Lavender Tower. Normally a death would mean in the earlier game that you would be low money. And should keep attention to his walking here. Almost hit an optional.
Wait. and you can use one to stall for damage.
Like
the
maybe. Oh,
so basically, buying 3 specials is cool. Stall for damage. Or
I don't think Poke Guy using Paris means his fight's going pretty well. Yeah, looks like Ghastly has claimed another victim. Too many Daily Leafs today.
Yeah, that's true. Feels bad, man.
At least it wasn't a Gen 1 miss. Well,
Yeah,
I guess it could have been.
It could have been, right?
We could pretend like it was a Gen 1 miss. Keep it the theme.
Who knows? We'll never find out.
It's not too slow to die to Ghastly. Obviously, it's slow, but you just kind of walk back. You've already done your shopping, which is a little...
Yeah. I mean, you keep your repel. You have to use 1 extra repel here, but you can make up for that later on. That's not a big issue.
Yeah, you only have to go through 2 tiles without a repel.
There definitely are slower deaths, and you already have.
Yeah, it's not quite as bad as the bone death we saw yesterday, but it's probably the second worst death in the run. If you didn't save for it. Because every other death in the run you probably have saved for it right beforehand.
Well, Gen 1 misses on Q-bones, for example, are pretty bad. I guess there are some other spots where Gen 1 misses pretty bad.
Well, yeah.
For example,
you could Gen 1 miss Alakazam.
Just think about Sabrina. That is pretty bad as well, if your Gen 1 is fair.
You have to hit 4 moves with a Gen 1 missing. Like, you're basically favored to Gen 1 miss it.
Yeah, but I mean, that's another spot you don't save for, but can use quite a huge amount of time to
Like,
Gen 1
you
missing.
would kind of think that the scariest fight is the one that's most likely to kill you, but really the scariest fight is the fight that is most likely to kill you that you don't save for. Because all the fights that are likely to kill you, you just save. And like, if you die to black belt, you don't lose that much time because you just reset and you lose 30 seconds.
Yeah. For deaths you don't put into consideration other ones would lose the most time.
The 2%ers and the 3%ers, like dying to
Yeah.
Ghastly.
Those things.
I mean, the Ghastly death is... Ghastly's actually reasonably likely to kill you. It's probably
Yeah,
around like 8%.
30 something, don't know.
You're 19% to miss 1 rock slide. And then 1 in 3 to use Nightshade and Confuse Ray can kill you. Because you can hurt yourself in confusion. Or you can get like Lick Paralysis into Nightshade. This fight is reasonably likely to kill you if you're dead to Nightshade.
Yeah, I mean, you can actually heal for... And your Paris can kill the Ghastlies with Dig if you get lucky, at least a little lucky.
It's the fight that is... It's the most surprising to me that people don't play it safe, considering you save for fights that are... You play other fights safe that are less likely to ruin your run, but at least it's not too far to walk back, and
Yeah,
it doesn't mess with your money.
true. I mean, it's a risk you can definitely take. But it's considerably...
It's another one of those things where each individual runner has to make the decision on
Yeah,
safety
that's true.
versus speed.
Definitely.
Like,
That's
you can't-
a personal
you-
decision.
You can't realistically save for every single thing. You kind of have to like draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, and I guess you can draw the line either above or under this fight.
We're so close.
Yeah. It's incredible, really.
And I hope we both don't miss. You gonna save?
Yeah, of course.
We'll both save then, because it's gonna like
Like,
gonna
the game
cost us a
shield, no,
run
I'm
if
not
we die
using.
here.
So we call missing a rock slide, it's 90% to it. And we have called it BeingDailyLeaf, if you get it, because DailyLeaf got it so much. So I'm not DailyLeaf game. He's sitting right next to me, you can see him.
It's DailyLeaf.
No, I'm not. Am I DailyLeaf? No. There's still another Ghastly, so... I'm not DailyLeaf. So we get an elixir. Because we don't want to center really to... because it's slow and we want red bar for a large part of the run.
I had them both. Nice.
You did it, miss? Oh, you hit them both. Nice.
Considering the moves you have, Growlithe doesn't die to unboosted Bubble Beam. Obviously Gyarados doesn't die to unboosted Thunderbolt. And you don't have Earthquake to use on Alakazam.
Panic taking an interesting route to the stairs.
That's the Fire Red Leaf Green route, I think.
If you get there, you get there. Taking the scenic route guarantees you don't hit that optional trainer.
But thanks BSG for lending me the equipment.
Yeah. Like if you weren't here, I was running this awful run on my own. Now at least I have someone.
I mean, you guys can't hear it, but the runners are actually trash talking each other.
That's always good. No good race without trash talking.